Hello there guys, welcome back to episode 6 of Upon This Rock. We have one game to catch up on and that is Everton at home. Very disappointing result for us. Very combative game. Lots of yellow cards flying about from our guys. 1-1 it finished. Kevin Morales on the 51st minute putting Everton 1-0 ahead, and Reece Burke coming back just after the hour mark making it 1-1. That's where the game finished. As you can see, Everton, even though the line are kind of bottom half of the table, relegation candidates at the minute, did outplay us completely. They've got some very good, very young, talented players there. And 1-1 actually coming away from it is not a bad result. Today, though, very big test for us. Man City away at the Etihad and Arsenal at home. Just a little fact for you. I was flicking through the figures of the Premier League. Thought, you know, just see who the top goal scorers were. Eden Hazard is there, and I just remarkably found that he was at City. Clicked on him. Guess how much they signed him for? £120 million last season in game. That is an astronomical figure. £120 million. That's the highest. That's the highest transfer fee I've seen on the game this year. I played through 5 or 6 different saves this year. 120 million, couldn't get over it. But we're up against Eden Hazard today. Bit of a spoiler for you. And this is going to be the team that we are going to be putting up against them. So we're going to go for the 4-2-1-2-1 formation. So we've got Wildsmith in goal, Kavanagh holding Baldwin and Wisdom at the back. We've got Jermaine Anderson as a ball-winning midfielder and Marcos Llorente as the deep-line playmaker. We've got Chris Forrester as a central midfielder on auto. So however the mentality changes, he will change his way that he plays automatically. We've got João Teixeira as the attacking midfielder. We've got Jason Cummings as the shadow striker. And we've got Dwight Gale up top. We're going to go counter fluid to start off with. Our instructions are, you can see here. So normal tempo, we're fairly wide, playing slightly deeper. We're closing down more, preventing the short goalkeeper distribution. We're trying to play out the defence, shorter passing, and we are looking for those overlaps on the wings for the wing-backs to full-backs to get forward as well. On the bench, Jordan Williams, Lee Evans, Leo Da Silva Lopez, Max Clayton, Andreas Pereira, Ademola Lookman and Zach Clough. Etihad, Man City away. Let's see what we can do. So we are in 9th still. City find themselves in 3rd on 37 points. They're chasing for the League and Champions League respectively. We're on 23 points. We're 11 points ahead of the relegation zone. They are 1-3 favourites. We are 7-1 on. We are what they call very long odds. Let's see who else, other than Eden Hazard, they have in their squad. So still got Aguero, still got Raheem. They've bought in Bernardo Silva. How much they sign in for? So 101 million this season alone. So on their wings, they have got £200 million worth of talents. Still got Fernandinho and Kevin De Bruyne. They've got Alex Grimaldo at left back. Mangala's come back off his loan. Vincent Kompany, Lindelhoff. Don't really know who Lindelhoff is. He's Swedish. He comes from the Portuguese league with Benfica. Just the odd 26 million spare chunk of change for Man City. Inside him looks a very good central defender / right back. Joe Hart in the sticks. You've got Claudio Bravo on the bench. Theo's joined them from Arsenal. How much they signed Theo for? Just the 9 million this season. Okay, probably more for the kind of Champions League rules and the Premier League rules that you need homegrown players. Leroy Sané still on the bench, as is John Stones and Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, okay. So that's quite a expensive side that they have built there. Brilliant. So let's just see if we can just play some form of football against them, to be fair. These 2 games, not really expecting anything from them. These 2 games are generally for the people that are going to watch and see me humiliate myself in front of both 2 of the top 4 sides in real life as well as on this game. Joe Hart again taking his time, tries to find Bernardo Silva on that right hand side, and he does Kavanagh really easily on the left hand side, but Llorente does hold him up a little bit. Rob Holding trying to find that long ball up to Dwight Gale. Comes back to Cummings. Cummings now tries to find Gale again. Gale into Forrester. Forrester into Teixeira. Teixeira, lovely ball over to Jason Cummings. Jason Cummings has a shot and makes Joe Hart make a save. Not a bad opening 3 or 4 minutes for us. Not a bad opening 10 minutes. I was expecting us to be absolutely pummeled. A lot of City players' condition, not the best. Trying to find Dwight Gale on the shoulder of Mangala there. Grimaldo covers it, and De Bruyne playing in a slightly deeper role. There's a lot of pace going forward with Sterling and Bernardo Silva and Eden Hazard. Lindelhoff on the overlap. Gets it into Aguero. Aguero makes it 1-0. Was that holding, or was that Baldwin that just didn't get ahead of him? Tried to steal the ball in front of the striker. 2 or 3 times we've seen our defenders do that now. So Lindelhoff on that overlap. Swings the ball in. It is... Who are you? It is Baldwin. Seen him a couple of times do that this season, trying to get in ahead of the striker, and he just stumbles. And Sergio Aguero does what he does, and that's score the goal for City to put them 1-0 up. Kavanagh now with the corner. Can't find anybody. Comes back out to Kavanagh. Whips the ball in, but Fernandinho just launches the ball out into Llorente to Forrester to Baldwin. Back to Llorente. Keeping the ball quite nicely here. Anderson, there's no real out ball though, but here's Zhao into Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale's going to take on Vincent Kompany into Teixeira. Oh, what an opportunity. Wow. Zhao Teixeira should have scored that goal. Joe Hart, one-on-one with Joe Hart there. Lovely play by the boys. Lovely little triangles. That's what this formation does. Keeps the attacking team, the stronger team, quiet a little bit, and allows us to play the way that we want to play. Great heading there from Sean Kavanagh. Dwight Gale on the shoulder to Vincent Kompany. Dwight Gale again in, and Joe Hart makes another save, pushing it back down to standard. Seems to put us back into the game ever so slightly. Kavanagh now with another corner, going to launch it in, trying to find. I think I was holding again, but Bernardo Silva's going to launch a counter attack, but he's on his own. But it doesn't really matter when you're worth £101 million. Jermaine Anderson, lovely covering, defending there, up against the £120 million man in Eden Hazard. Other than City nicking the one goal, nothing really happened from City there at all. I think we're playing pretty well. Things just haven't gone right for us, so let's keep that going. They're looking to gain confidence, they're looking relaxed, looking motivated, and I think we're playing pretty decently. I say against the big sides, other than United and Tottenham, which was pre this formation, we played pretty well against them, to be fair. Liverpool, Southampton, now City away, and we've got Arsenal coming up again as well. So Llorente looking a little bit leggy there. Probably will bring him off. Let's see who we can bring him off for. Can Forrester play in the deep line playmaker? He can. Llorente's going to come off, and I'm going to bring Leo in that middle there. Little bit more energy going forward. Zhao's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring Pereira on for Zhao. Should have scored that amazing opportunity for him, really. I bring Wisdom off as well for Jordan, because Wisdom's having a 7.4, no, 6.4. But the rest of the team are playing pretty decently. Let's make 3 changes. 25 minutes to go. We are in the middle of the Christmas period, which, if you're not from England, is a very, very busy period. You get something like 3-4 games in the space of 10 days. Hazard now hits the post, but Kavanagh and Forrester between them, stopping City scoring again. Coming into the last 10 minutes now. Pereira with a corner, whipping it into Baldwin, into Holding, and that's 1-0. Is that a De Bruyne own goal? It is as well. Fantastic. I think from our play, we deserve at least a point here. We've kept City very quiet. Pereira with the corner, tries to find Holden at the near post. Baldwin then hits it and tries to find Baldwin at the near post. Sorry, tries to go back to the hole in the back of the back post, but Kevin De Bruyne is there to score the goal for us, which is amazing to see. Last 10 minutes now. Baldwin with a free kick into Jordan Williams, into Leo. Leo straight over to Cummins. No messing about here. Cummins up to Dwight. He's got loads of players around him, into Anders Pereira, but great tackle there from Mangala. And then Kevin De Bruyne just launches the ball forward into Forrester, who's in that deep line playmaker role now, into Jason Cummins, but Cummins gets tackled, and what a ball that is from Theo, over to Eden Hazard. Hazard now, that's a very weak shot from a £120 million man. I am going defensive, I am shutting up shop, and we are going discipline, sticking to positions, dribble less. And yeah, let's take a breather. let's see this game out. Got 4-2-1-2-1 seems to be working for us when we need it to. Grimaldo, though, last 30 seconds of the match, Anderson just kicks it out wherever he can. Mangala tries to find Grimaldo on that left-hand side, but just launches the ball into the stands. Coming into the last 10 seconds now. Williams just taking his time over the throw-in. And I think that will be it. This will be it. That is an amazing point at the Etihad. Manchester City 1, Peterborough United 1. Courtesy of a Kevin De Bruyne own goal, but I will take it. What a comeback that is. Fantastic. Keeps us in the top 10, which is an amazing achievement for a team that's just come up from the Championship. And it's a point that I wasn't expecting to get. Up next is Arsenal at home. They are 8 points off the top of Manchester United. Beat Norwich 1-0. Let's see what we can do against them. The last time we played Arsenal was in the FA Cup. They did absolutely hammer us, so I am sticking with the 4-2-1-2-1, even though we're at home at London Road. The only change I've made is I've taken Chris Foster out completely, brought Leo in, and I've just changed his role to an attacking playmaker in support, just to link that play with the back line to the front line as well. Everything else is exactly the same. And let's see how we get on against the Gooners. This is played during the Christmas period, so we only played City about 3 days ago. Their team, you're looking at Peter Cech still in goal, Koscielny, Monreal, Mustafi, Bellerin, same back five as in real life. Still got players like Ramsey, Özil, Sanchez, Lukaku, who they've brought in for big money. How much they've bring Lukaku in again? 37.5 million. He scored 18 goals in 29 games last season. Scored a couple against us as well, if I remember rightly. Anybody else on the bench? No one else really knew. They've got Vaclav Cerny, who I've bought on the game previously, and he's a bit of a wonder kid. Very good player on the bench. Coquelin, Giroud, Vidmer, Welbeck. So pretty much like Arsenal in real life, they've not really changed or adapted or made any kind of not made a drastic change in their playing style or their actual personnel either. It's very similar to what you see in real life. So let's crack on. Let's go straight into this. Why has that gone over there? And let's see what we can do against a team like Arsenal. Kavanagh now gets tackled by Oxlade-Chamberlain, but Holding is there to mop it up. Playing against his former side, obviously. Back to Wildsmith. Wildsmith now should be playing out of defence rather than launching it forward. Into Jack Baldwin. Lovely little cushion pass into Andre Wisdom. But Alexis Sanchez is running him down. Pressing. Into Cummins. Cummins back to Anderson. Into Teixeira. Lovely ball over the top to Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale, he puts us 1-0 up against the Arsenal. Lovely ball from João Teixeira over the top of the Arsenal defence. And Dwight Gale does what Dwight Gale's been doing this season, and that's score goals. Fantastic effort. First 10 minutes of the half. First 10 minutes of the match, and he puts us 1-0 up against Arsenal. Arsenal left standing there. Dwight Gale comfortably, lovely slotted finish into the far right hand corner, and I think that's his 12th or 13th goal this season. Özil now launching it into Koscielny, but 3 or 4 men out there kind of just mobbing him out. Anderson straight up to Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale's taking on the Arsenal defence on his own, and he does that again. Oh, what a hit! Ever so slightly wide on the hit there. He took 3 or 4 men on his own. Lovely ball out from Jermaine Anderson. Alexis with a free kick, and he puts it in the back of the net. That's 1-0. Other than that, Arsenal really haven't shown much, even though it shows they've got 10 shots, 6 on target. Not really done much with it going forward, but Alexis with a little bit of magic. What a hit that is. We're in at half time at 1-0. Not a bad result as of yet. Someone like Jason Cummings on a 6.6. Marcos is on a 6.6. Andre again on a 6.5. So some of the players aren't particularly playing well. I'm going to push it up to standard. Take it out of counter. Let's see if we can just keep going, keep them up, keep them delighted and positive going forward rather than in their shell. Dwight Gale scoring yet another goal for us, which is brilliant. They've had 11 shots, 7 on target. We had slightly more possession, slightly more pass completion as well, but we're lacking on the shots, and yeah, hopefully the second half we can do a little bit more. We can always go to the 4-2-3-1 if we are looking for the for 3 points, but take it from me, start of the episode, I've taken 2 points from these 2 games, 100%. I wasn't expecting anything away at the Etihad against City. even less so against Arsenal at home, even though we are the home team. Kavanagh cuts that ball out there. Bellerin into the Ox, launches it over to Monreal. Great crossfield pass. Holding gets up and gets the ball away into Jason Cummings. Leo now, as an attacking playmaker, tries to find Gale over the top, and he does. Dwight Gale, he makes it 2-1 to the Posh. What a ball that is from Leo. Look, just a little caressed ball over the top of the Arsenal defence, looking for the run of Dwight Gale. Gale gets there in front of the two central defenders. Here we go. Leo, lovely little ball over the top of Koscielny and Mustafi. Gale takes it into his stride, and that is his 13th goal of the season. Lovely goal by Dwight Gale. Lovely pass from Leo. Fantastic assist this game from Leo and from João. Pereira over to Llorente. Tries to find that quick ball down the channel for Dwight Gale. Alexis going to nod it over to Mesut. Mesut now trying to launch the counter-attack, but great tackle there by Jermaine Anderson. Was thinking of taking him off. Teixeira now into that shadow striker role. Over to Leo. Leo into Dwight. Straight over to Pereira. Pereira, oh, what a chance. Lovely build-up play yet again between Leo, João Teixeira and Andres Pereira. Andreas should have scored there. Oh, what an opportunity. Coming into the last 10 minutes now. We've got the ball yet again against this very, very good Arsenal side. Kavanagh taking on, I think that's Coquelin or Ramsey. Teixeira into the middle, into Pereira. Pereira hits it, and that's 3-1 to the Posh. What a result this is. This is going to be another 4 points from the episode, hopefully. Andreas Pereira, first goal of the season. Should have scored about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Does score now. This is the harder of the two opportunities. Teixeira into that pocket of space. Pereira, first time shot. What a hit that is. Czech had absolutely no chance. And Andreas Pereira makes it 3-1 to the Posh. Last 5 minutes of the game. Let's just see this game out. What a famous win this is for the boys. Arsenal look like they're going to come onto the attack. Monreal now into Alexis. Alexis going to take on Jordan Williams. But what a tackle that is from the youngster. But he is out of position now though. Monreal on this left-hand side still. Now he chips it into Alexis. Baldwin, Giroud. That's 3-2 to the Posh. I knew it was good. I knew they kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. They've had the majority of the game. We have been slightly lucky in this game. But this 4-2-1-2-1 does seem to be working well for us in the big games against the big teams. It stifles them a little bit and it allows us to attack with our good possession football that we have. Coming into the last 40 seconds now of the game. Are they going to hit us on the counter-attack? They try to launch it over the top against for Olivier Giroud to run onto it. Kavanagh now. We just need to hold on to the ball for 30 more seconds. Very, very tense. Baldwin. Williams in this acres of space on this right-hand side. All he needs to do is just look after the ball. Look after the ball. Williams, he does great there against the centre half Mustafi. Alexis is going to launch over to Cherney on the right hand side into Coquelin. Look at the amount of Arsenal players that are there, but that doesn't matter. Peterborough United 3, Arsenal 2. I thought this episode was going to be us absolutely dominated by two very, very good Premier League sides, top 4 sides as you can see here. But we've done a job on City and we've done a job on the Arsenal as well. Fantastic to see. Keeps us in the top 10. We're 8th now. We are now 12 points ahead of the relegation zone and we are on our way to 40 points, which is what I wanted to achieve at the end of this season. Just stay up and then hopefully we can then rebuild going into next season. But that's it. That is it for this episode. What an episode it's been. Draw against Man City away from home at the Etihad, and then we came back to London Road and we beat the Arsenal 3-2. Cannot believe that. Absolute scenes here in Upon This Rock. Lovely to see. So the next episode, which will be Monday, I'm gonna do the first 3 games: the United game, the Gillingham game, and the Tottenham game. I'm gonna condense that in a highlights package, and then any other transfer news, any other news that pops up, I'll let you know first thing. Going into the transfer window, we do have 14 million quid to spend and some wage budget to play around with. So even if you play around with that, you're probably looking 6 million, something like that. Double figures anyway. So in the comment section below, leave me suggestions on what you think I need in this squad. I'll change it by ability to actually, or change it by position. Let me know what you think I physically need to make this team a little bit better. Who needs to be sold? Who needs to be bought in? And what this team actually needs to make it even better than what it already is. So leave those comments, leave those suggestions in the comment section below. That would be brilliant. I've got the weekend then to read up on them and then kind of and then crack on with the episode for Monday for you. That's it for this episode, this amazing episode of Upon This Rock. Please leave the episode a like. 2 amazing results against 2 top 4 teams in the Premier League. Definitely deserves a like. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more content going forward. If you're new to the channel, just leave it a little subscribe, especially for those 2 games. That'd be absolutely amazing. And until next time, which is Transfer Window Part 1, I'll see you soon.